Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Happy Thursday, second grade. Welcome back to our PBS classroom. My name is Mrs. Vang, and I'm so excited to have you join me so that we can become amazing readers and writers. Or right where you are, getting ready for third grade. Yes, we are. You guys are becoming amazing readers and writers. Now, remember this week, I went to a school library and I was looking around for books that I haven't read that I wanted to recommend to you guys. This is a book that I want to recommend for you guys called Who We Are. It's all about being the same and being different by Robbie H. Harris, illustrated by Nadine Bernard Westcott. Now, did you know that all around the world there are billions of people, but there's only one of you? But we all have things that are similar, like we all have a brain, we have a heart, we have muscles, and there's some things that makes us different, right? Some of us are short, some of us are tall. Now, if you want to read more about what makes us the same and different, make sure you are checking out this book on Sora, if you have the Sora app, at your county library, or if you're at school, at your school library. Now, continue reading, because that's one way we can make our brain super smart. All right, I know you guys are doing such a great job with your reading. Now, let's go into our Sora a list of top countdowns and see which school is coming in at number 2. Now remember, for the last couple of weeks, elementary schools have been involved in what we call a digital reading challenge, where we were tracking your reading minutes. And so our top countdown is the schools with the most reading minutes. So coming in at number 2 is, oh, I don't know, is it your school? Is it your school? Let's see. Coming in at number 2 is Ewing. Ewing Elementary. Good job, Ewing. Eagles, you guys are doing an amazing job reading, and I knew you guys were going to be in our top 5 because you guys have been in our top 5 for many weeks. So good job, Ewing Elementary. Continue checking out those books on Sora and continue reading. Now, speaking of reading and writing, boys and girls, make sure you're practicing your writing by writing a letter to me. Tell me what you're learning. Tell me what you're reading. And don't forget to put your home address or your return address so that I can send you one of these fun activity books. So if you don't have one yet, that's all you have to do. Write me a letter and I'll get one of these put in the mail to send out to you. Or you can also email me, but you see the address on the screen? Yep, that's all you have to do. So I'm waiting patiently for your letters and your emails. Hopefully they come soon. Okay, boys and girls, let's get started with our learning this week. We have a lot to learn to make our brains super strong, to make it super smart. Now, remember, we've already gone through all of our sound spelling cards, so we know all of our sound spelling patterns. Now, we're going to, for the rest of the weeks until school gets out, we're going to really be focusing on our 6-syllable types. So this week, we're focusing on our close and open syllable. Okay, we're going to use those to help us chunk out our syllables so that we can read. And you don't even know this, but your brain does this all the time. And the more you read, the more your brain does this automatically. I'm just going slower this week so that you can see what our brain is doing all the time. It just goes really fast. And the more you do this, boys and girls, the more accurately and fluently you will become. So let's review what an open and closed syllable is. Now remember, if it's a closed syllable, that just means the vowel is closed in between 2 consonants, and when it's closed in, we call it a closed syllable, so the vowel is a short vowel sound. Now, when it's an open syllable, that just means it's a vowel and then a consonant. So when there's just a vowel and a consonant, the vowel is open, there's nothing behind it or closing it in, And because the vowel is open, we call it an open syllable, and we know the vowel is going to make a long vowel sound. Now remember, when we break words up into syllables, it just helps us decode the word more easily, right? Just like when we write. When you write, make sure you are dividing words into syllables so that you can segment and blend, write those sounds that you hear more easily. So let's look at let's look at my letters here. Let's look at my letters, and what do you see? Remember, good readers, this is what our brain does. Our brain goes, oh, I see a vowel. O is a vowel. I see an E. That is a vowel. Did you know that? That's what our brain is doing. And then it's going, oh, in between the two vowels are two consonants. Okay. And then your brain is going, oh, I know that pattern. It's a vowel, consonant, consonant pattern. And I know that if there's a two consonant, I know that we are going to divide between the two consonants. We actually learned this in the beginning of the school year, and this is why, boys and girls. So when I divide between the two consonants, here are my two syllables because I have my two vowels. Remember, every syllable part needs to have a vowel sound. So really quickly, I can see the O is a closed syllable. Good job. That E is a closed syllable. What sound is it going to make? A short vowel sound. So in my head, my brain is going to rocket. What's my word? Rocket. You see how I did that? That's how I use open and closed syllables to help me. My brain knew this was a closed syllable. But with reading and writing, if we know spelling patterns, that's also going to help us. So like if I wanted to write the word pocket, I know rocket, so pocket means I just add a p, p. And now I have the word pocket, just like rocket. Also like socket. So if I want to change pocket to socket, what sound is it? S, which is my S. Good job, boys and girls. Now, that's how we use our spelling patterns with our open and closed syllables to help us. Okay. Now, today's Thursday, so I have a story for us that I want you guys to read along with me. And this is a story called Marge Bakes. And as we read, remember, when we read, our brain does this automatically. It's going to look for open and closed syllables. So afterwards, we're going to try to see if we can find some of those words with open and closed syllable. But as we're reading this, I want you guys to also think, what does Marge need to bake a cake? I don't know. Let's read together. And boys and girls, remember our fluency checkoff list. We're going to work on our accuracy, our rate, our expression, and paying attention to those punctuation. All right? Okay, read along with me. Ready? Marge bakes. Hello, Marge. This is Randy. Did you make the cake for the party yet? Marge is silent for a minute. Then she says, oh no, I forgot. I am so sorry. Randy seems upset. The party is tonight, Marge. Can you make the cake in time? I can't make a cake unless I have some sugar and flour. They are the basic items you need to make a cake. I will have to check. Marge runs to the pantry. The door is open. She sees most of the things she needs, but there is no sugar. There will be no cake unless she can find some sugar. Oh, there it is, she says into the phone. It was hidden behind the cans. Now I can begin baking. Oh, Marge, silly Marge. So what does she need to bake? She needed her sugar and flour. Did she find them? Yes. Do you think Randy's going to get his cake? I think so. Now let's quickly go over and look at some of my words. Did you find some that were closed or open syllables? I found a lot of open syllables. And there was a few what we call closed because they were my short vowel pattern, right? Like here's the word hidden, right? You see here, my vowel, consonant, closing. Hidden was a, what do we call that? Closed syllable. Good job. Now, let's see. Can you find an open syllable? Let's see. There's a lot in there. Did you find one? Were you looking? Which one? Oh, right here. Silent. You see how there's a vowel, consonant, and a vowel. We're going to split after the I, so silent. Lots of words with the open and closed syllables. As you reread this, go back to see if you can find them. Okay? Now, there were some High frequency words. Did you see it? Like here's the word door. That was our high frequency words this week. Did you find any more? Well, let's see. Let's review our high frequency words that we're learning this week. So let me pull my chart back. Remember, every week we have 10 words that we are practicing so we can read and write them automatically. Every day we're going to focus on 2. So today, my 2 words for today, I want you to help me read and write them. Ready? First word, tomorrow. Help me read it. Tomorrow. Ready? Spell it with me. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. That's a long word, I know. Next word, what's. One more time. Read it again. What's. Let's spell it. WHAT''S. Good job. What's is a contraction for what is. Now, I have 2 sentences for you. Use your context clues. Help me read and try to figure out which one of these words will go into the sentence so that it will make sense. Ready? The name of the book. Ooh, you guys thinking? I hear some of you guys. Good job. Help me read the second sentence. There will be games to play at school. Are you using your context clues? Good job. So what goes in the first sentence? Good job. I hear you. What's the name of the book? It's a question, right? What is a question word? And remember, it's in the beginning, so I'm going to change it so that my what's has a capital letter. Good job. So that must mean there will be games to play tomorrow at school. How did you do? Awesome job. Let's quickly review reading our high frequency words that we've learned this week. Ready? What's, tomorrow, worry, yesterday, door, front, order, probably, remember, and someone. Good job, boys and girls. Now, let's go into our structural analysis. And this week we are focusing on compound words. And remember, compound words are really easy for second graders because it's an easy concept or skill, right? Compound words are just 2 words that go together. So today, we're going to read a sentence. I want you guys to identify the compound words, and I want you to try to find or make meaning of the compound word. What does that compound word mean? Ready? Let's read it together. The student wrote in his notebook. Okay, did you find my compound word? Which word is it? Good job, I hear you. It's the word notebook. Notebook is a compound word. What 2 words make notebook? Note and book. Now, what does notebook mean? Do you know? Notebook means, what does notebook mean? It is a book for notes. Is that what your brain says? Good job. Let's quickly do the second sentence. Read it with me. The girl painted her bedroom. What's my compound word? Bedroom. Good job. What does bedroom mean? It's a room with a bed. Awesome job, boys and girls. You guys are doing such a great job. Have a great day learning with your teacher. Remember to continue reading and writing so that we can make our brain super strong, because I know you guys can do hard things. So don't forget to come back tomorrow so that we can continue practicing our open and closed syllables so that we can become fluent readers. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
To a brand new day, time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.